violence is not exciting, no question. Being a black man is demanding. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning. The fire's in my eyes and the flames need fanning.
What up, YouTube? Knowledge of self-determination. This is not going to be a long video, but as you can see from the image in front of you, that this is about the NFL. I agree with what Colin Kaepernick is doing, or what he had started. One of my first videos was on YouTube, was in support of Colin Kaepernick in his peaceful protest against police violence towards black people. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, you guys can pretty much extrapolate this over the entire NFL, because I'm sure all the other owners will probably follow suit with Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? And probably have said similar things to their players, right? But this is what I'm going to say. Black men are more than 70% of the players in the NFL. 95% of the talent. 70% of the players, 95% of the talent. If the black players stop playing football, who the fuck is going to buy a ticket? Who's going to tune in to watch? Who the fuck are they going to get to replace these dudes? And I'm not talking about some hungry ass black dude who just waiting for the opportunity. But if all black people say, you know what? I don't like the way y'all doing us. Fuck you. If all black football players decide to say, you know what, I'm good. You realize all you sucker ass motherfuckers make enough bread that y'all can start up your own fucking league, man. Y'all can start up your own league if you love playing the sport so much. Y'all can start your own league. Who the fuck can stop you if all of you band together? That is what black people are missing. We are not recognizing the fact that if we band together, we become an unmovable force. An unstoppable force, an unmovable force. I know they're two completely different things, but we become them both. You guys understand that? If you guys understand the analogy of an immovable force coming in contact with an unstoppable force, then you understand where I'm going with this. If we band together, there is no stopping us as a unit, as a whole. How could they? But I'm going to say this to you guys, man. I know I have a small channel. A lot of NFL players probably won't get this message. But my subs who will watch this video, if they agree with it, they'll like the video, share the video, so on and so forth. But here it goes. If you are an NFL player, but let's make this about the Dallas Cowboys for right now. If you are a Dallas Cowboys player and you heard what Jerry Jones said about you guys, putting you on blast, because let's be honest, white supremacy has taken this peaceful protest about police violence, and they have completely usurped the narrative and changed the narrative. Now they have taken control. Pay attention to what's happening. They have hijacked this peaceful movement against police violence and have made it about the flag and the military. This is not what the protest was originally about. And it's still not about that. It's about police violence. They are circumnavigating the real issue to create a completely different issue. Why the powers that be doing that? Because they know that white people in this country are fucking suckers. And they'll believe anything that the white media tells them. And that's all they had to do. Because they're not going to listen to us. They're not going to listen to what we have to say about this. And I know this because I talk to white people who for some reason, as smart as they like to think they are, cannot wrap their fucking minds around why black people would have a problem with this country. And they can't wrap their minds around it because they don't give a fuck why you have a problem with it. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. They don't give a fuck why black people are upset. They don't care. No matter how nice they are, no matter how much they smile at you, shake your hand, if that is the position that they're taking with this, and they just can't seem to understand why black people are peacefully protesting police violence, they don't give a fuck about it. Now, with that being said, so the powers that be knew that they could sell this false narrative to white people and have white people jump all over it. Because although they are super patriotic, borderline jingoism, they're also dumb as fuck. Sharp as a bowling ball. Sharp as a fucking bag of wet hair. You understand what I'm saying? As thick as a block of lead. You understand what I'm saying? Sharp as a plastic knife. Sharp as a plastic spoon. Bright as a black crayon. I can do this all motherfucking day. They know this about white people. They're playing on your mental illness, which patriotism is a mental illness. They're playing on that so that they can further usurp this peaceful protest about police violence against black people and mutate it and change it into something else. I'm going to go ahead and get to the point of it, and then I'm going to end the video, okay? Now, all of you NFL players can hear this out, but especially for you Dallas Cowboys, because I don't know if any other team owner has said this to their players, but I'm sure they have. But since we know Jerry Jones said this to the Dallas Cowboys, let me say this to you guys. If any of you big ass motherfuckers stand up for that flag because you scared this little scrawny ass, wrinkly faced, soggy skin ass Peckerwood is going to bench you, you're a bitch. You're a bitch ass motherfucker. Straight up and down, you're a pussy. You're a 230-pound pussy. I don't give a fuck how big you are, how fast you can run. I don't give a fuck how fast you can run the 40. I don't give a fuck. If you let this scrawny ass 5-pound weakling punk you like that over some money, you're a bitch. Don't ever come back to the black community. You are forever excommunicated from the black community. In fact, just drop your white identity and Sammy Sosa yourself. You sucker-made motherfuckers. No respect for any of you bitches. If you not kneeling now, I don't have no respect for you. If you started kneeling after they usurped the argument to try and play into the fucking false narrative that they're promoting, I have no respect for you. But if you stand up after all of this because of what this bitch motherfucker said, man, kill yourself. We don't need you. Real talk, the black community doesn't need you. We don't want you. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. If you stand up after what his little ugly, scaly skin ass said, you're a bitch ass motherfucker. Real talk. You're a big bitch. What good is you being that big and having that much muscle, all that strength and all that speed, and you let a motherfucker who couldn't fucking bust a grape in a fruit fight chump you with a couple of words? Fuck out of here, man. Ain't no motherfucking man that I want any of my motherfucking sons to idolize. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. You stand up. If you stand up, you're standing up against black people. If you stand up, you're standing up against the protection of our communities. If you stand up, you were standing up against everything that our ancestors had fought for. They didn't fight for us to have to still be going through this shit in the 21st century. And that's all I'm saying. How the fuck can you be a tough guy when you won't be tough when it fucking matters? How? How can you call yourself a tough guy when you won't be tough for what it matters? If a motherfucker, you could grab Jerry Jones and crush his head like a fucking Twinkie, but you scared of this motherfucker because of words and a paycheck. If any of you bitches stand up, I hope a fucking black hole opens up underneath your feet and suck your ass in. Don't come back to the black community and fuck the NFL.